PTSD.online is designed to be open, free, anonymous, and available to anyone, no matter what their station, whether you're rich or whether you're poor. It is using old tech right now. I found from experience, as well as anything you read, that a lot of people don't seek mental health because of basic reasons. Number one is the cost. It's so expensive. Some therapists are $300, $400, $500 an hour. In my experience with therapy is generally it's about when is your next appointment and how are you going to pay. That can take up 20 minutes of your hour. By the time you actually start opening up, the appointment's over. So nothing's really dealt with. The other problem is time. If you're working one job, two jobs, a lot of therapists don't take insurance. So now you have to take time off work to pay way too much money for a therapist as well. So that's two of those check marks that are off. People don't want other people to know that they're hurting. I've seen some specials and interviews with ambulance drivers, police officers, firefighters, that they're afraid to seek mental health because it will be put in their file that they have some kind of mental health issue, and it could affect promotions, it could affect, trust on the work side, it could affect a lot of things. So they just don't want their names out there. The shooting victims, a lot of the school children that are growing older now that had suffered through and seen some pretty massive loss in childhood, they should be able to talk to each other without media coverage. So the anonymity is extremely important to me. If you have some problems with you don't know who said what and you don't know if it's the truth or not, there is a section on PTSD Sucks that talks about the truth is the truth no matter who says it, and that it shouldn't matter who says what. And we can also find a lot of healing, even if somebody gets on there and makes something up, which there's really no benefit to them because they're not going to get credited for anything. I've learned a lot from Disney movies. I think all of us have seen a show where we heard a line or saw a scene and thought, oh, yeah, that's good information. So regardless of that. And I think that the safety in allowing people in the armed forces, rape victims, hopefully one day, other people that are making decisions for others' lives, to be able to go on there and talk about some of their hurts and pains and get some healing far outweighs the need to have their name listed. But the no tracking thing has been a real problem. So it's using old tech right now. I am working on updating the system and getting better tech. It is going to be a funding issue, I'm not going to lie to you. It's very expensive, but you're not going to find a donate button on PTSD.online. There's going to be one on PTSD Sucks, I believe. I haven't put it up there yet, but I think I can go ahead and do that. And then Stronger-US. It's not just the mental health. You can talk about being cold and hungry all day long and not get any better. So Stronger-US.org is for people to hopefully find the resources near them. It is brand new, and it's going to take a lot of time to collect all of the information of all of the resources all over America. So I am asking for help, that people can submit something so it can get connected into the system. So that's going to be as time grows, more places will be added, set up. StrongerTogether.services is because these other three sites need funding. So that's basically that site. But for PTSD.online, no names, no addresses, no phone numbers. It's going to stay anonymous. It's using old tech right now. I'm going to update that as soon as we can afford to. And it's free to anyone at any time of day. When I was suffering, when I had nightmares and flashbacks and terrors, the worst time was waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and being afraid to go back to sleep and being afraid to stay up. So being available in the middle of the night is really important. Any problems, any of those little chat rooms on any of the site, if you red flag something and say that this needs some attention right now, then I will do my best to moved into a practice ring. It's not set up right now. I'm going to add practice rings as they show up. A lot of us get a lot of societal backlash in public, and we don't have the chance to defend ourselves for multiple reasons. So when people start making bad comments, I'm going to start adding practice rings to those sections and move those bad comments in there so you can fight back and you can practice your words and you can let out some of your emotions and your anger. And that'll help healing too. And then maybe one day, if you run into someone in person that says these things, you have the words to say. The other thing is, this is anonymous, so you're not going to be able to meet anyone. I'm hoping that if we start talking and start opening up, we'll start reaching out to other people. It's not an end result, it's a beginning. But when I was sick, I needed a place to start. So, welcome. Swearing is allowed, but calling someone names just to be calling them names is not. Just to make that clear. Terms and conditions are connected on every page. If you have any questions, look at that. If you want to reach admin, anything you type in any of those boxes right now goes to some form of staff. So that's where we're at, and that's where we're going. Thank you.